The first words Jesus spoke to people were not a statement, it was an invitation. Not a lecture on theology or a list of requirements. Just two words, follow me, or, as we would say today, come along. Welcome to the Sebcast, home of the #1 network for your life. Here we turn our beloved stories upside down, look at what history might have overlooked, and discover together how Jesus invites us into a bigger story where we live, work, and play. That's how grace works. It always comes as an invitation, not a command, not a guilt trip, just an invitation. Think of that scene by the Sea of Galilee. A few simple fishermen were busy with their nets. Sunlight on the water, salt in the air. Jesus walked by in Matthew 4:19 and said, "Follow me." And they left everything, not because they understood, but because something in his voice drew them. That voice does not call you to improve your life, it invites you to become anew. That is the essence of grace. Grace does not simply say, "I forgive you." Grace says, "I invite you." Because forgiveness cleans the past, but calling gives the future meaning. Many people think grace means you can stay where you are, but that's the big misunderstanding. True grace never leaves you where you were. It lifts you up, moves you on, changes your direction. When you say yes to grace, you say no to stagnation. And yet, this call is never loud. It comes in whispers, in the quiet conscience that reminds you of someone you need to call, in the discomfort that drives you to make something right, in the peace you experience when you do what you know is right. It's God's grace that still calls you. At A Congregation, we aspire to be the top network in your life. A community where people hear that God continues to call. It's not only ministers or saints, but everyday people with everyday stories, teachers, parents, students, traders, and those who think they are too far. Here we learn grace is not merely comfort, it is a mission. When you hear it, your life responds. So where is grace calling you today? To make something right? To forgive someone? To believe for the first time that you are not too far? Jesus still says, "Follow me." And in that call lies life. Because grace is not just something you receive, it's someone who calls. Until tomorrow, take care.